This is the summarized version of the story from Zenless Zone Zero version 2.5. After XiaoGuang had fully recovered from her faint in the previous version, you were invited to taste her osmanthus cake. Then, Chifufu and the others finally returned to the temple after going MIA for 2 whole versions, and they told you that something strange had happened at Salium Bay. It turned out that the strange white flowers seen previously, capable of manipulating miasma, had appeared outside the hollow, even though they were initially believed to exist only within it. A new character that we haven't met before, Lu Hengzhou, an elder of Yunkui Summit, who appears to be a very sussy, strict old man, was also present at the investigation. After destroying the flowers, the Yunkui Summit had a meeting. We finally get to see everyone back at base except for Yi Xuan once again, as she was still away and had to attend the meeting virtually. The team discussed about what happened to Ye Shiyuan in the previous version, why he actually didn't defect to the Exaltis and betray us entirely, and that he was actually trying to send insider info to Yi Xuan. Though, again as we know, he left us again and nobody seems to know what else he is plotting. Then, XiaoGuang insisted to join the others in future investigations on this matter regarding his brother and the creator, but was ultimately declined repeatedly by everyone, especially Yi Xuan and Lu Hengzhou, as they were concerned about the effects of the Qing sword on her. Well, except you, because you are very special and you help her to voice out her true feelings. At night, we were greeted by XiaoGuang's alter ego.
难道说……小师妹，我们终于见面了。你是那个时候的？吓到了，以为是你那乖巧可人的师姐，可惜了。现在站在这里的，是只想活下去的野兽啊。
The usual XiaoGuang that we know is selfless, who always puts others first before her, while this alter ego seems to be her selfish kind, who wants to save herself more than saving her friends. And throughout the story, we were shown that her alter ego appearance was probably due to her mind being so fucked up by the Qing sword, and that it will appear whenever XiaoGuang wants to fully unleash the power of Qing sword. Basically a Sukuna or Naruto's Nine Tails or whatever you want to call it. Just as you wanted to ask further, she turned back to her original form, clueless about what had happened. The next day, Zhao appeared out of nowhere, telling you and XiaoGuang that she knows the whereabouts of Ye Shiyuan, and that she will lead you there if XiaoGuang can help her in an investigation in the Lemnian Hollow about the flowers and the connection between the Qing sword and the Hollow. You insisted at first and said no because of XiaoGuang's current condition, but Zhao said that XiaoGuang must be involved in this, which is very sus. But XiaoGuang was too eager to find his brother, so once again, both of you accepted the mission secretly behind Yunkui Summit once more. In the Lemnian Hollow, the investigation with Zhao concluded with a few things. 1. You stumbled upon an abandoned, super intelligent bamboo named Lockspring, which it claims itself to be hand-built by the Sunbringer herself, and it agreed to help you with the investigation. 2. The strange white flowers were also present in the hollow, but this time they were covered with thick, dangerous miasma black mist, which was then destroyed by the alter ego of XiaoGuang. 3. Zhao wasn't lying about Ye Shiyuan, as you indeed found a note from him, telling y'all to stop searching for him, and you almost spotted Ye Shiyuan in person when he was spying on y'all. 4. You also witnessed illusions of your teacher, Carol Anna, which she appears to be also somehow connected to this whole mess about the creator and miasma, but let me just tell this first, this story will answer nothing regarding this matter. From this investigation with Zhao, you acquired many juicy clues and infos, and due to the reappearance of XiaoGuang's alter ego whenever she unleashes the Qing sword, which shows that she is really fucked up by the side effects of the sword, y'all couldn't keep the investigation a secret anymore, and told everyone in the Yunkui Summit about it. Yi Xuan was still absent for the meeting, and Lu Hengzhou scolded XiaoGuang for secretly leaving the temple again. Though his words were very obviously sus, as he made it like he only cared about the sword, not XiaoGuang's true feelings, which you openly accused back and defended your girlfriend. Seeing that you once again helped to speak up for your girlfriend, XiaoGuang was touched, and she had a little date with you again, eating more osmanthus cake and blah 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 blah, basically the happy dating scenes. It somehow ended up with XiaoGuang standing on top of a roof playing trust fall with you while you're on the ground, and she asked some philosophical type shit questions like, what if we knew an abyss was ahead? Should we still keep going? Which basically shows that your girlfriend is very weak-minded and need your sweet romantic words for help, which you did. And you promised to catch her on the ground, and she made the trust fall. As she was about to fall onto your arms in the most romantic way possible, her alter ego took over the body and babbled about more philosophical shit, which basically summarizes into XiaoGuang, who always puts others before her selflessly, and possibly after exposing to the side effects of the sword, her alter ego appears that represents her other selfish part, where she will put herself above everyone else and saying that the selfless mindset was a crap. As you go to sleep, you dreamed about a forgotten memory from your young self. Turns out, you and XiaoGuang met each other once when you were both kids, and you helped her fix her broken music box. But you were woken up once again by XiaoGuang in the midnight, as she handmade some osmanthus cake again for you, because she always promised you that she'll let you taste her osmanthus cake. But little did she know that the promise has already been done multiple times. Let's do a count. She couldn't hide it anymore. Turns out, her memory loss had gotten into her. And before this, many of her memories seemed to be fake, as she was always forced herself to memorize the happenings every day so that she can hide her memory loss condition by reading her diary. Just then, you were interrupted by the commotion outside in the late night, and the atmosphere is filled with miasma. Seems like the entire Fadium Heights are now filled with the strange flowers from the hollow. Everyone gathered, and Lu Hengzhou went really sus again, urging XiaoGuang to use her Qing sword now to cleanse the area, to fulfill some prophecy of his. At that time, XiaoGuang's Qing sword was indeed the only thing that could clear them off effectively, but she must not unleash the sword carelessly again due to her condition and the side effects. Hence, although difficult, XiaoGuang managed to teach the other disciples of Yunkui Summit to properly destroy the flowers, so she did not need to do it herself. But the flowers were too much, and the spreading point of the flowers must be destroyed, which is inside the Lemnian Hollow. Since, again, Yixuan is somehow still not back, XiaoGuang said that she must head into the hollow and do the honors, and that it was the only choice. So the plan was to have XiaoGuang go into the hollow and clear the flowers from the inside to stop the spread, while the other members of Yunkui Summit staying at Fadium Heights. A very dangerous plan indeed, so you decided to follow her just in case if anything happens, as well as Zhao and Lockspring the Bangboos out of nowhere, saying that they could also help XiaoGuang out, which basically also make them super sus. But well, at least the Bangboos seem to know a lot about miasma and the creator, and Zhao also has a lot of useful intel that could be used to assist. During the mission, Lockspring revealed more about what he knows about the Sunbringer, where rumors said that her colleagues betrayed her due to jealousy, which eventually lead to her MIA. Then, Zhao and XiaoGuang had a little argument about being selfless or selfish, and you also found traces of your teacher, Miss Carol. And you also fought a boss, which leads to XiaoGuang getting completely fucked over by the Qing sword, losing her senses, and the death of her alter ego.
这里竟然有这么多黑话。怎么感觉冷飕飕的？
小心！
尽快结束。我们赢了！必须把这些全都净化。不行，你现在已经……如果不这么做，大家都会有危险。我的小诗人，这是最后一次了。
So after the mission, you went back. Got scolded by Lu Hengzhou once again, and this time, Ye Shiyuan appeared in Ye Shunguang's room. He told you that since the Qingming sword is connected to the creator, back then he was being controlled, he found a way to save Ye Shunguang, and he urged you to follow him secretly. Again, this sounds like a very sussy plan, but ZZZ's story made it so that you follow it anyway. Zhao happens to be there too, so she decided to follow. He led you to a mysterious device, and upon activating it, you and Ye Shunguang were pulled into some realm and some illusions of the past. From there, you will witness the happy moments while dating Ye Shunguang, and bit by bit, you managed to save her and get her senses back.
林，太好了，还能再见到你。
Wow, Ye Shiyuan ain't lying after all, it seems. On the way back, the team encountered some TOPS employees and armed forces claiming that they are here to obtain the Qingming sword from Ye Shunguang. And while this is happening, Zhao went missing. To explain what's going on, later in the story you will find out that Zhao was secretly instructed a task by the TOPS higher-ups, which is indeed to get the Qingming sword, hence her actions and motive all along. But I guess through the power of character development, she began to waver, and she began to delay the process. So when TOPS armed forces arrived, which was supposed to be her actual allies, she was too ashamed to meet you and Ye Shunguang to confront the truth, so she hid herself. But let's pretend that you didn't know that yet. The TOPS employees are small fry anyway, and you beat them easily. And since Zhao is missing, you thought that she was captured by the gang, so both of you decided to look around and search for her. Since Zhao was just hiding, and after knowing that you would not leave a Labubu behind, she was touched, so she showed herself. She didn't reveal her real plan to you yet, but she questioned why y'all would go all this way to help a useless TOPS employee, which you answered because she is a very valuable Labubu. And because of this, Zhao is officially a friend of yours and Ye Shunguang. You return to Suibian Temple, and finally, Yi Xuan is finally back. Once again, you got a little bit of scolding and some discussion happened here and there, but all you need to know right now is the plot twist at the end, where Ye Shiyuan finally confronted Lu Hengzhou, Yi Xuan, and Yunkui Summit as a whole in person. Everything finally makes some sense. Ever since the beginning, long before when Ye Shunguang was still a child and not a wielder of a Qingming sword yet, Lu Hengzhou was very eager for another wielder to be born. But in order for that to happen, the sword must get in contact and choose its wielder. So ever since then, Lu Hengzhou has been sort of baiting the kids to somehow get in contact with the sword, so that when the time is right, the wielder of Qingming sword can be born for the so-called betterment of the Yunkui Summit. Yi Xuan, despite being a Void Hunter level agent, is completely clueless about all this, and she is really sorry for being clueless, which is very sad. Which is why, since the beginning till now, Ye Shiyuan's ultimate goal is to sever the ties between Ye Shunguang and the sword. But, despite hearing all this, Ye Shunguang decided to continue wielding the Qingming sword anyway, which leaves Ye Shiyuan no choice but to stop whatever he's doing. The next day, Phantom Heights was once again filled with miasma and the strange white flowers, and also Lemian Hollow began to expand. Everyone gathered like Avengers assembled, and together you all came up with a plan to stop the disaster. Yishen and Ye Shiyuan will stay outside the hollow to clear the miasma, while the others are split into teams and tasked to venture into the Lemian Hollow. And your team consists of you, XiaoGuang, Lockspring, and Zhao.
诸位，此番大战关乎整个魏飞地乃至新爱里都之存亡，非同寻常。还望各位能够与我云昆山共同协作，清除异常晦息，阻止莱姆尼安空洞的扩张。
Just as your team is heading into the deep hollow, you once again encounter the top's employees that they were about to take the Qing sword, and this time they seem to have a much bigger army. Zhao had no choice. This time our favorite Labubu did the right thing, as she forced us to proceed with our original mission and leave the top's matter to her, betraying her higher ups.
我再给你最后一次机会，你真的要背叛 Tops， 失去一切，变回那个毫无价值的人吗？
所有的财富、荣誉、利诱，我统统都不要了。现在的我只想要让我的同伴们活下来，坚持到最后。向前走吧，去完成你们的使命。放心，我等会儿就会追上你们的。现在，让我们速战速决吧！
Although to me, logically it seems like she didn't need to do that at all, right? Because we have a literal void hunter, no? That can wipe them out. But you know, maybe the ZZZ devs said no you, and I guess it is what it is. Oh yeah, and also, shortly after, she actually called out to us safe and sound. How? Is this Labubu that strong? You arrive at this giant ball that seems to be like the core or heart of the creator or miasma or whatever, and Lockspring finally revealed his true motives. Because of his past, where his original instructions were to obey his master, and as his former master ordered him to kill another human, his system contradicts himself, as his code also tells him to protect humans. He believed that the creator is the only answer to bringing eternal peace to this world, with no more conflicts and violence. Well, this is a classic villain reasons, by the way.
大家小心了！那是。
现在不是抽伤的时候。无法攻击吗？继续向前，我们到前面会会他。
Lockspring called in a mech to kill us, but obviously he failed because, like I said, it's like a hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. But, well, let's just give him an A for effort. Then, as you approach closer to the ball, XiaoGuang was also hiding a plan of hers from us. Because it turns out that since the beginning, she already knew that the creator wants the Qing sword. So she lured the powers of the creators out from the ball and did a kamikaze attack, trying to end the creator together with her life. But worry not, this isn't Honkai Star Rail, so no playable character will die. Yet. Well, at least for now.
这是我所选择的命运。
终于得到了。
降临最好的容器，那就以我身为牢。这样的话，你自己有。和我一起消失吧。不可以，小光，这样的话，你会和他一起灰飞烟灭的。对不起，小师妹，我要违背我们的约定，可这就是唯一的办法。施主的力量和青冥剑同源，小光，小心！所以我比任何人都清楚，他究竟有多么强大、缥缈、不可战胜。我们是无法赢过这股无形之力，所以我必须先成为他的容器，再亲手毁掉我自己。只有这样，才有可能战胜。代价是你的命，这算什么战胜？小赵，小师妹，你们快走！我不想再看到任何人因为我受伤了。我们怎么可能丢下你？小光，不要放弃，一定还有别的办法。不是放弃啊，我只是想要守护那些比我的命更加重要的东西。为了陈回平的大家，为了我的同伴，为了……小师妹，请为我感到高兴吧。我从来没有像此刻一样，感觉自己真实的活着。能遇见你，真的太好了。一定还有别的办法。这是之前的。来得及，我一定会带你回家。我接住你了。邪祟之物，消失吧！那是……禁欲者，神法已至。
You unleashed your hidden plot armor main character power and saved her. Then what follows was a battle between your team and Sarah? Or the creator? Or just a manifestation? I don't know. Oh, and she also has the same eyes similar to the Sunbringer.
人类啊，当真愚不可及。
危险，竟然被牺牲了。什么？
难道说？那就让你们感受一下何为绝望。
鬼火那边传来联络，他们正在攻击那块给始祖功能的巨石，这样或许会有帮助。你们一定要坚持住啊！
一起上！我早就看这个破石头不顺眼了。
士兵们，继续加大火力！
太好了，果然攻击巨石是有效的。
就算是神明，也会在人类的意志面前溃不成军。你没事吧？他竟然在吸收清明剑的力量！只有真正掌控这把剑的力量，才能处决他。难道你还要继续使用清明剑？谢谢你，灵。但我已经不会再犹豫了。即使注定遗忘，也会一遍又一遍尝试记起。哪怕害怕的发抖，也会挡在同伴的身前。就算被打倒无数次，也会挣扎着在下一次站起。这就是让人们无数次从深渊中爬起的力量。我们从来都不需要神明，只需要能够稳稳拖住彼此的双手而已。
愚蠢！总有一天，你们……天终于亮了。
Well, the team beat the shit out of her anyway, and finally, the hollow stopped expanding, and miasma levels returned to normal. Though the story continues to tease us with clues as you see Miss Carol again through the miasma, and it seems like she's talking to two other persons, and that two other persons look like Belle and Wise, the Phaeton siblings. Also, at the brink of death, it was revealed that inside Lockspring there is another hidden AI that contributed to his evil motives earlier, which is none other than one of the 4 big AIs in the lore alongside Fairy, Yokai. At the end of the story, because of her efforts, XiaoGuang was appointed as the new Void Hunter of New Eridu. She'll leave Yunkui Summit every now and then to accept Void Hunter missions, and his brother Yuan will also part ways as he will continue to find ways to decrease the side effects of the Qing sword to his sister. Just as the story is over, your eyes flash again and seems like you did the thing. And this is the end of my recap of the story, and I hope you enjoyed.